give the floor to the Al-Khoei Foundation.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, the most brutal and violent terrorist organization in the Middle East, took over Iraq's third largest city, Mosul. The situation is a real of concern, not only for residents of Mosul, Iraq, and the national government in the Middle East and the West, but to the world peace and security. Robert Colville, the human rights spokesperson, reported that the UN mission in Iraq has received reports of people murdered in hundreds in the numbers and injured in thousands since the takeover of the Mosul by ISIS. Human rights organizations have been documenting the crimes committed by ISIS. This includes car and suicide bombing in civilian areas, summary execution, torture and detention, discrimination against and abuse of women, and the destructions of religious property. Summary execution of children and the forced recruitment of children into the combat has also been reported. In February this year, Al-Qaeda severed its link to ISIS, citing the extreme brutality and indiscriminate murder of innocent people. There are countless photographs posted by ISIS and its supporters of severed head and mutilated bodies. We welcome the Human Rights Commissioner, Navi Pillai, condemnation of atrocities committed by ISIS and concur with her urgent call for comprehensive action and immediate address of the situation. We call on the international community to work together to stop these murderous terrorist groups and hold its leaders to account. We propose two simple and practical steps to achieve this. Step 1. Stop funding ISIS. ISIS believed to have up to $2 billion in funds generated gradually through private donors from the Gulf. 2. Stifle ISIS propaganda. The United Nations and its members must not use and reinforce terrorist sectarian narrative. ISIS murderous sectarian ideology does not represent Sunni Muslims. Furthermore, ISIS relies on social media, YouTube, satellite television, and its weapon of choice to instill fear, incite hatred and promote sectarian violence. The UN and its member states must pressure social media sites and their administrators to rapidly close down such an account and enforce more stringent rules to prevent them from using such platform. Thank you, Madam Vice President.
I thank you.